beat me if you wanna reach me.
Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create the Kim Possible look through makeup. To start off with, I am going to use my primer, which is Optical Illusion by Urban Decay. Personally, I love this primer just because it works really well.
Are you still using my cord? What are you doing?
I'm recording, go away. Okay. Next, I am going to take the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 Broad Spectrum from MAC foundation. This is some of my favorite foundation, and I am using the shade NC10 A19, which is pretty light, but I'm a pale person, so. Okay, and what I do is I just take like this kind of palette or whatever I have, and I just do about 3 different pumps. If it wants to work. There you go. 1, 2, 3. And that's about how much I use. So next I'm going to take the brush, and I like to pat it on my cheeks just because I have a lot of red in my cheeks. So I pat it in here. And then I put it over my lips because that's going to come in handy later. I pat it across my nose. And then I'm just going to like rub it across my forehead. For me, because I have darker eyebrows and my hair is obviously lighter, what I choose to do is I take foundation and I rub it across my eyebrow. And that looks kind of bad right now, but you know what? It's going to look better by the time we're finished. So it's fine. Alright, I'm just going to go back over my cheeks and nose. Because Kim does have a relatively round face, so we're gonna try to mimic that round face. She doesn't. Her features aren't really defined. Her face is very round, and her nose is pointed. So we're going to contour our nose, and we're going to contour our faces as well. However, we're not going to contour in the way that you usually would. I found that the best way to contour for Kim's face is to contour about right here, because by contouring here you're shadowing it, and it makes your face look rounder. So for my eyebrows, I am using Brow Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 2.75. It is more of an auburny color, so it makes your brows look a little bit more orange, which Kim's brows are. My brows are really thick right now, but Kim's eyebrows are a bit thick herself. And we're just gonna go in and color the brow. When you foundation it, it does take a little bit more time to do, but the colors come out much better, I think, and it looks much cleaner. Alright, so that's one eyebrow. And we're just going to do the next one. one eyebrow always comes out a little bit better than the other, which is kind of what's happening here. You can't tell. But that's okay, we make do. Kim's eyebrows aren't really shaped. They have more kind of like a straight look to them, which is the look that I'm going for today, because she is a cartoon character. Alright, so those are the eyebrows. Actually, let me add a little bit more to this one. Alright, now, there we go. Those are the eyebrows. Alright, so now, for the contouring that I told you about, I am going to be using the Studio MAC Fix. This, I think, is a soft matte foundation stick. However, I use it for contour. And this is in the shade NC27, but again, I am much lighter. So I'm just going to go in like right here with it to kind of shadow this part of my face out. And then Kim does have a relatively short forehead, so we're just going to do this, and then we're going to contour under our chins to get rid of any double chin that we might have. Then we're going to take our beauty blender, which I did not wet mine and I really should have. We're just going to kind of like, I like to pat it in with the beauty blender first, and then go in with my brush to just kind of finish it out. That's just me. I feel like this would work much better if it was wet, but you know what? We work with what we have. Okay, so I've gone in with my beauty blender, and now I'm going to go in with my contour brush, and I'm just going to kind of finish that out with the blending. By blending your sides and contouring your sides like this, what you're doing is you're essentially making the edges of your face much narrower, which will make your face look more round. And Kim has a very round face. Okay, so we're going to go in and finish up our forehead. And so now our foreheads are smaller and our faces are rounder. Perfect. Alright, now, the truly hard part is contouring the nose. This is something that I still struggle with, however, we're going to do it together. So I take this like little brush, and I'm going back in with my contour stick, and I'm putting some on the brush, and I'm just going to go in and make it my nose as narrow as I want it. And Kim's nose is very, very narrow. And it's also very pointed. So you kind of want to give your nose that same pointed look as well. And then how I blend it in is I just kind of take the brush and I kind of just blend it out, because this will also make your nose look much narrower. And you want to do it up to your eyebrow and follow that bone shape to make it look more narrow as well, and that will also really help with it. Alright, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this little brush here. Is it this one? It's not this one. This brush here, and I'm going to take some, this is Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Light Neutral. I'm going to just take a little bit of this, put a little bit on the brush here, and I'm just going to run it up this part of my nose where I want it to look a little more natural. I do this just to make it look a little more natural. It's completely totally up to you. I'm just going to take the beauty blender and dab, 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 dab. And there is your nose. Okay, now. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're going to powder our faces. I use the MAC Studio Fix powder. A lot of what I use is MAC just because I think they're an amazing brand, and they have really good pigmentation. You just want to powder all over your face, basically. Notice that you're not going to do any highlight or anything like that, just because or you're not going to conceal anything else, just because Kim's face is very, very natural looking, and so we're going to try to keep that. Okay, so now that our faces are powdered, we're working on the eyes. Kim doesn't really wear a lot of eye makeup, so I'm not going to either. I'm going in with Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion and Eden. You don't have to do this. This is really optional. I just know that for my eyes personally, they don't really like to hold color, so I like to go in with a primer just to kind of make sure that they hold that color better. Alright, and again, Kim has a very natural face looking. She doesn't wear a whole lot of makeup. So this is the Naked Urban Decay palette. I know they discontinued it, so if you have it, use it. If not, just look for anything that has these neutral brown colors in it. Because I'm going to go in first with the shade Naked, which is this one right here. And I am going to go over with my blending brush, and I'm just going to go over my whole eye with it. Because I want my eye to have that kind of neutral, naked shade. Haha, that pun. I'm just going to go over and make it look very, very natural. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with the shade Buck, right here. I'm just going to go back over it. I'm going to focus mainly on my crease this time instead of going into my eyelid. And that's it. That's all you're going to do with your eyes. You're not going to do anything else with your eyes because Kim's eyes are very, very natural. Now for eyeliner, I am going in with Maybelline New York Eye Studio in the shade Blackest Black, and this is a pot kind, and I'm going to go in with a brush, and I prefer this to the liquid, but if you can do it with liquid, more power to you. I personally cannot. So I'm just going to go in with this, and I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. I'm just going to simply go in and give it just a very modest kind of look. Because again, Kim doesn't do a whole lot of makeup. I'm just trying to define our features. And then you're going to go on the other eye. If you get a little bit under your eye, that's completely okay because we are actually going to go in and out and line our under eyes as well. There we go. And even this is a little bit too thick, I think, for my taste, but it serves its purpose now. And if it is too dark, you can always just go in and kind of try to lighten it up a little bit. You can also take like a concealer brush, just kind of try to cover it a little bit. So I'm not going to do anything fancy with my eyelashes just because Kim doesn't. She doesn't wear any fake eyelashes, nothing like that. So I'm going to do, for me personally, because my eyelashes like to kind of curl under, I'm going to go in with an eyelash curler. and curl my lashes. Just give them an extra little length. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with Monsieur Big by Lancome. This is my favorite mascara. Oh my goodness. It is so amazing. It's no wonder they're ranked #1 for mascara. So you're just going to go in and you're going to do your mascara like normal. I tend to focus on my outer lashes just to give it that kind of more animated look. If you can manage to not get it a little bit on your eyelid like I did, that's even better. I always have that horrible habit. I always do that. Okay, now, the truly hard part and like Kim's signature look that really makes you know Kim Possible is her lips. So I'm going to go in once again with MAC. And let me grab this. Okay, I'm going in with MAC Lip Liner Color Plum and MAC Lipstick Color Antique Velvet. First of all, I am going to conceal my lower lip because Kim doesn't really have a lower lip. Now I'm going to go with my lip liner, and I'm just going to color in. I'm going to outline the top. And Kim doesn't really have a cupid's bow, it's just straight across. So you're going to just make it straight. And then I like to just color in with lip liner. Because I feel like it gives it a better look and it holds. And then I'm just going to overline a little bit. Alright, and that is your upper lip. Now for the bottom, Kim doesn't really have a full bottom lip. She has, she has mainly like a little line. So you're going to start from like here to here. Make that little line. And that is your bottom lip. Alright, so now I'm just going to go over the top with lipstick. And then I sometimes like to go over the bottom with lipstick as well. And now for the final touch, of course, to just take the hair down. And your Kim Possible. So not the stitch. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do plan on doing more cosplay videos just like this one. And I hope that this helped you. I try to make it as basic as possible with as easy products as possible. You don't need prestige like MAC and Tarte and all that to do this look. You can do it with any makeup that you choose. That's just my preferences. But I do hope that that helped you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Have an awesome day. Bye.